Block content. What's happening, my blocked buddies? Welcome to a new episode of Block Content. My name is Callum, and this is your content for today. So, we thought about this, and where does Super Mario Odyssey fit in the official Super Mario timeline? This is something that we've discussed in episodes before, that we've got tiny hints of in the previous games also, and we just wanted to dig in deep and really see what the actual timeline is, and where does this game in particular fit? Because that's all we really want to know. We know that it has some sort of a story. We know that it might get resolved and something really big in that universe is happening. But what could it be? So remember that you can be the comment question winner. Your comment will appear in our next video. So if you have an original, maybe funny, or maybe informative answer for this video's question, just subscribe to my channel, just click that bell and leave a comment on this video. So you can also support Block Content on my Patreon at the end of this video, so click the link and you can decide what I'll be making a video about next. So today's comment question obviously is, what do you personally think that the timeline is? Do you have any, crazy ideas that maybe this game came before everything else? I mean, that's just what we're going to be into today. So, all right, let's just get into this. Hyrule Historia was one of these things that really kicked everything off with the Zelda universe, getting every single thing, every single game into a canon timeline. And you might think in a game like Super Mario, does it really matter all that much? But I think for all of you who are here, yeah, it really, really does. And all these games have different storylines, all these games have different, kind of worlds. And I think that what Super Mario Odyssey is doing is kind of uniforming all that into one place, which is really cool. We already saw a lot of hints to different games in Odyssey footage so far, and I think that that's only going to get bigger from here on out. So that's really exciting. So the idea of a Hyrule Historia, something like that for the Super Mario games, that it would be really, really exciting. So that's why we're here today, to kind of discuss the official timeline. So official timelines are a thing now. There's one for the Metroid series as well, and of course for Zelda. So why not something for Super Mario franchise? And where does the most recent game in the series fit? Where does Super Mario Odyssey fit in that official timeline? So let me know in the comments if you have any idea for yourself. What do you think the timeline is? I mean, very first, out of the gate, Super Mario Odyssey is the game where Bowser is doing this arranged marriage to Peach, which in and itself is a really weird sort of storyline, right? I mean, forced marriage in a video game, that's pretty crazy. So Mario, of course, wants to set the record straight, and he wants to stop Bowser from ever doing it. But this leads a lot of fans to think that, hey, maybe this means that at the end of the game, it won't just be Mario saving the damsel in distress in this case, but maybe it will be, turning into Mario and Peach's wedding for the very first time in the series officially. Maybe they will actually change the formula for good. So in the upcoming games, this could actually be a real thing. If they stick to this and it will actually be a part of the storyline, that would be something that we have never seen in these games, like this real sort of continued, the continuity. I think that if I have to compare it with anything, we could see it in like South Park, for instance. You always had these standalone episodes that never really mattered what happened, and the next episode kind of reset everything. And the more recent seasons have done something like to, put it all back into one cohesive story. And I think that might be what they're doing here. From the next games on, that could be the new status quo, right? But maybe not. Maybe nothing will really happen at the end and he would just rescue Peach in this game. And if that ever happens, then I know a lot of fans will be upset. I know a lot of fans will be disappointed, because this was definitely the opportunity to do something like this. So I really hope that that's going to happen. I think, for my personal taste, I think that maybe Super Mario Odyssey takes place before Super Mario Sunshine. Now just think about this, because I've hinted at this in a previous video, but if Super Mario Sunshine was in fact the honeymoon of Mario and Peach, traveling to these distant worlds, this very cool island, and we've actually seen, spoiler alert for those who don't know about Super Mario Odyssey, you're still here? Well, there was actually an island that looks quite like Isle Delfino found on the world map of Super Mario Odyssey. So that is canon and exists in this universe. Maybe that's where Mario and Peach are headed after Super Mario Odyssey. So maybe in the timeline, and this is really weird to talk about with a Mario game, maybe that takes place, after. So that's really weird to think about, but also very exciting, because at the end of Super Mario Sunshine, you can see all these pictures that kind of depict maybe, wedding pictures and stuff like that. So maybe Super Mario Odyssey takes place before Super Mario Sunshine. It's sort of a prequel to that game. Maybe the Super Mario Galaxy games are sort of a giant prequel of sorts for the entire thing. I mean, we see the birth of the universe with Rosalina. We see Rosalina grow up and her backstory with losing her mother and everything that was exciting and that was very thrilling to be a part of a Super Mario story that had so much depth. And I think that it was, a testament to Koizumi in that game to kind of push story in Mario games. And I love that they're kind of continuing it with Odyssey, maybe on a tinier scale. But, the Mario Galaxy games always felt like, hey, we're resetting everything. This is our story now. And that feels really good. And something like that would be very much at home in this game. I mean, Skyward Sword pretty much did it for The Legend of Zelda. And we don't really know where Breath of the Wild fares, but we know that it's further down the line in the Zelda universe. So maybe Galaxy is sort of that Skyward Sword kind of experience, sort of that prequel kind of idea. That would be very exciting. Maybe the original Super Mario Brothers, the one from the NES, could be one of the final games, setting the record straight, the final battle, the final time. And that's why the entire world looks, not lush at all, kind of beaten down and broken. And maybe Bowser even looks, a lot like an actual deformed dragon in that game. So there's all these types of things that you could think about. I certainly am very excited to hear what you guys think. There is also a semi-official timeline that our friends from Fantendo have put together, which is really exciting, and they've kind of put it apart in a few different categories, and I can just name them right here because they are the Mario timeline. The Mario series has never had an official timeline, but here's their theory. You can add your own games to the timeline if you wish, so leave a comment, create new timelines based on this one. The very first era is called the Infant Era. The Infant Era comes first, before the Employment Era. So here are details about the youth of the Mario Brothers. It starts with Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. One day, as the stork was taking Baby Mario and his brother to their parents, Kamek attacked and kidnapped them. Baby Mario and Yoshi eventually rescued Baby Luigi. Then comes Yoshi's New Island, kind of, went further in that idea. Yoshi's story was next, with Baby Bowser, enraged by his failures, attempted to attack the Yoshis directly by stealing the Super Happy Tree. Now we get Yoshi's Woolly World. However, Baby Bowser invaded Craft Island, but was fought back. Then comes Yoshi's Island DS, followed by Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, but the past sequences of that game. So, after the events of this game, Mario and Luigi were forced to leave the Mushroom Kingdom. Exciting. So, next comes the Employment Era. The Employment Era occurs after the Infant Era, but before the Invasion Era. And it starts with Wrecking Crew. Mario and Luigi, all grown up, begin to look for jobs. They eventually found jobs at a construction site where they worked to demolish buildings. Their boss, Foreman Spike, was not a very good one as he abused his workers. Mario eventually quit, while Luigi stayed behind. Then comes the games Punch-Out, Dr. Mario, Mario's Picross, Mario Artist, and Game & Watch. All these games that are kind of different jobs. Mario is a job drifter, drifting from job to job. So this is really in line with what we've said in previous, videos about Mario not being a plumber anymore. Then comes games like Donkey Kong Circus, the original Donkey Kong, then Donkey Kong Jr., which is a direct sequel, then Donkey Kong 3, and then Mario Brothers. Mario eventually found his true calling, plumbing. Luigi joined him since he was fired from the construction crew, and the two of them proceeded to clean the pipes of New York. Meanwhile, in the Mushroom Kingdom, Bowser learned from Kamek that the Mario Brothers were in New York and sent troops through the pipes to capture them. He was unsuccessful, and Mario and Luigi found the pipe to the Mushroom Kingdom. This is where it happens, the Invasion Era. The Invasion Era occurs after the Employment Era, but before the Era of Peace. Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong Jr. proceeded through the pipe to the Mushroom Kingdom. While DK and his son went to find the rest of the Kongs, Mario and Luigi went to find out who sent the turtles through the pipes. So next comes Mario Brothers and the Lost Levels, Donkey Kong Country. Next comes Super Mario RPG with a gigantic awesome story. And then Luigi won a contest that got him a free mansion, Luigi's Mansion. Of course, Luigi eventually sold the mansion. Then comes Super Mario World. Mario, Luigi, and Peach decided to take a vacation. Mario Sunshine is next in this theory. Luigi stayed behind in the Mushroom Kingdom to pursue a new job, while Mario and Peach traveled to Delfino Isle. However, Bowser's son, Bowser Jr., was working with his father to defeat Mario. Back in the Mushroom Kingdom, Luigi decided to help cure the sickened Toads who were suffering from sickness by using the medical knowledge that Mario taught him. Although Luigi was successful, he quit to go back to adventuring. So, adventuring, next we get Yoshi's Safari, then we get new Super Mario Bros. And Donkey Kong Country 2, we get some Mario and Luigi action, and then we get Mario 3D Land, and then Mario Bros. 3. We get the Paper Mario games, new Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, Donkey Kong Country 3, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time the Present sequences. EGAD presented this time machine to the Mushroom Kingdom, but when Peach and two Toads went through, they went missing. Most of this game takes place in the past, at the end of the Infant Era. Then comes the big adventure of Mario, Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door, and then Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, and then Mario Galaxy. Bowser's 12th kidnapping wasn't just a kidnapping, but also an attempt to remake the universe itself. When defeated, the universe recreated itself. Of course, followed by Mario Galaxy 2, and then Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Followed immediately by Mario 3D World, Super Mario Bros. 2, and of course, Subcon and Warped. Then comes Mario 64. While the Power Stars, now located in the Mushroom Kingdom, Bowser attempted to kidnap Mario, Luigi, and Wario, a plumber who was jealous of Mario. He took over Peach's castle, essentially staging a 14th kidnapping. Then comes Dr. Mario, Super Mario Odyssey in this timeline. Bowser stages his 15th kidnapping, but yet another defeat. So we don't know that yet officially, but this states it pretty clearly. Super Paper Mario, Dark Moon, Luigi's Mansion, Wario's Woods, then New Super Mario Bros. U, then Super Princess Peach. Bowser sets up a summer villa on Vibe Island before attempting to kidnap the Mario Brothers. However, Peach rescues them with the help of her parasol known as Perry. Then comes the new Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom battle, and then Dream Team from Mario and Luigi. Followed by Paper Mario Sticker Star, and then Super Mario World 3, Return to Dinosaur Island. Then Mario & Luigi Paper Jam, Paper Mario Color Splash, and then Super Mario Run. Followed by new Super Mario Bros. 2. And then comes the era of peace with Mario vs. Donkey Kong series and the Mario Kart series and Mario Party. Then Super Mario Land, Mario eventually built his own castle, but when Daisy was kidnapped by Tatanga, he went on his first adventure in years. It's been a while. Meanwhile, with Mario out of the picture, Bowser attempted a 24th kidnapping, but failed due to Luigi taking over for his brother in new Super Luigi U. Now, Super Mario Land 2 came, and then the Wario Land series. Wario continued to search for treasure while maintaining his company, WarioWare. So that's the official timeline of the Mario games. This became a pretty long, crazy ride through that Mario universe. I'm very curious what you guys think of this theory. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Just if you comment down below, you could be featured in our next video. Today's comment question is, of course, what do you think that the official timeline is? And as for the previous comment question, our answer comes to us from user FawfulTheGreat64, saying, as far as Mario Universe characters I want in this, my answer is predictably someone from the Mario RPGs, Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi. Whether it be Gino's return, making up for the shaft he got in Superstar Saga Remake, or Fawful, since death really doesn't mean much in the Mario series, or Goombella, the pink female Goomba looks like her, and it does, or Count Black, the Cap Kingdom, and Wedding Plot brings him to mind. I just hope that this game, which is already making an effort to reference all sorts of Mario games, doesn't skip out on referencing the RPGs too. That's a really great one, FawfulTheGreat64. Thank you so much for sending in your questions, everyone, and your comments. These are always a ton of fun. Here's something really awesome. You can actually decide what I make a video about next, because block content is on Patreon, of course. If you want to support the channel and actually become a part of the show, there's a lot of cool rewards. You get the episodes a day early, you get your own videos commissioned, personal Skype calls with me, and exclusive content like behind-the-scenes looks that you won't get anywhere else. And remember that if you aren't a member of the block content family yet, just click the subscribe button, and all that news and fun that you care about will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more blocked content. See ya.